and stood for something. They just stood for a people that have been totally, I don't even know the word for it, but they weren't respected.
The African American Civil War Memorial, constructed between 1993 and 1997, honors the 198,000 African Americans who fought and died for the Union's Army and Navy. When the movie Glory was released in 1989, it inspired then-Councilman Frank Smith to propose a memorial to honor the African American soldiers like those in the 54th Regiment of Glory. Proposed in 1991, the monument was designed by Ed Hamilton of Louisville. Located at the corner of 10th and U Street in the traditionally black Westminster neighborhood, the monument is strategically placed to honor the service of African Americans in the military. The significance of the monument is further developed in the African American Civil War Museum just across the street. The museum, established in October 2004, captures the role of African Americans not just in the Civil War, but also in ensuing political and civil rights conflicts. Since its construction, the memorial has struggled to support consistent attention and respect, exemplified in its use as a skateboarding hotspot. Despite these struggles, the memorial and its centerpiece, the Spirit of Freedom statue, serve as an enduring reminder that African American freedom was not given, but fought for and earned.
So the memorial, we have the wall of names of the 209,145 African Americans that served in the Civil War. So this museum is basically telling a story about the cultures that fought, but we don't just cover the Civil War. We cover the 1600s up to today's present. But the main story is the Civil War. But the connection with the memorial is, you had over 200,000 that served, and now you're looking at over millions of descendants all around the world. So people come here, they want to learn about the United States culture, history, so they come here. We have most of our information, resources from the National Archives and the Library of Congress. We also plan on expanding next door here in the main Grimke building. So by 2019, we should be officially inside the building with 2 floors. We add more to the military section. We're going to add more to the women's section, and we're going to have a exhibit on Michelle Obama's family, because she too had 2 relatives that fought in the war.
How does the memorial make you feel?
The memorial makes me feel like, it's over victory. These men fought and freed themselves so I could be free. But we're still fighting today. Because, there's a lot of issues that's still going on. What happened in the past is no different what's going on today. But we're not owned by wealthy families in the system. But my job as being personal is protect the memorial in the exhibit.
Do you think that the memorial commemorates the African American Civil War veterans sufficiently?
Can you repeat that?
Do you think that the memorial commemorates the African American Civil War veterans who fought sufficiently?
Yes. Those names are the ones that served. But you had a lot of them that was killed in action during the war, but a lot of them made it back. But Memorial Day, we honor those who lost their lives in action.
Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
So what does the monument represent to you?
It represents to me pride of the black man and woman in this country that came out of slavery and fought for this country. They came out of nothing and stood for something. They just stood for a people that have been totally, I don't even know the word for it, but they weren't respected. And I give that statue all the respect and honor I can give, because they were in all facets of the service. And it wasn't because they were treated right. They were always debased and put down. And that's why those, and every time I come down here, I talk to my brothers. So that's how I feel. I really feel something for all those who gave their lives and fought for this country. And they're not realized, because I look at PBS and I haven't heard that monument mentioned, but I heard about all the other, and I feel for every man and woman that fought for this country. You had to have a special something that you wanted to give your life for this country now. I know history, and I know history from all the way back, and I'm saying, I came out of slavery, I wasn't making nobody my life, you know. But these brothers, they're special. They gave their lives, and that they commemorate them, and not just a small statue, but look at all those names of all those that died. And when I first this is what I do now. And I admire y'all for picking this statue, and I just really, really have an affinity. Every time I come down here, I live in Southeast, but every time I come down here, I pay homage to this. And then, so it's schools out
there. Out of all the memorials in D.C. that memorialize all different types of actions, why is this one particularly meaningful to you?
Why this particular one?
Yeah.
Because they're black men that came out of slavery.
Yeah.
World War I, World War II. They weren't respected as men. Even in this, they weren't respected as men. So that's why I give my respect and my salute to all the men and women that gave up, you know, their lives and fought for this country, because they still, you know, we still aren't appreciated. We're still second-class citizens, and we might be third-class. But I think the Mexican American has overtaken us, you know. And but I remember when I particularly admire them, because I know what they came through, and I know what they went through just to be called a man.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much.